looking at the Illinois dog attack in Elgin again. So, I previously examined this dog attack and I noticed something. They got a lot of community resources being deployed, but the roads need crack sealing. There's some pretty bad spots in this road. I was kind of jesting when I said maybe they should spend some money fixing the roads instead of having to waste tax dollars on these dog attacks. And right here you can see, as I understand it, if you don't seal the road, water gets underneath and then it can freeze and thaw and then open up potholes. And also it will rinse away the material underneath the road. And also it can cause a place for mosquito larvae to hatch. So the potholes are not anything good for the community. So I decided to look around Chicago, Illinois, and Elgin to see what this is all about. So I collected some news stories for everybody to check out. This is exactly what I'm talking about. They're not going to fix potholes, but they definitely got money to respond to dog attacks. This is like communism. They're taking all your tax money. As you drive around in your car, you buy fuel, you buy tires, you pay for insurance, you buy some snacks at the store. Those are all taxed in some way, shape, or form. And those taxes are supposed to go to your infrastructure, not to pay for idiot dog owners that allow their dogs to attack people in society. But the government says, hey, don't worry about the potholes. We're going to go blow that money on a bunch of high-tech equipment and health care for people that are bitten by dogs. So Illinois has a crazy pothole problem. Bridge is closed. Potholes on the rise. Potholes. Flat tires are being caused by potholes. Problems on the Stevenson Expressway. The bridge collapses from a flood. So there's all kinds of stuff going on with potholes. And I was just kind of joking, but I looked around and lo and behold, these potholes are a major complaint, a major issue around Chicago, Illinois, all those different areas. And it seems like they just don't do much about them. And it's a constant complaint. Have a look at some of these videos if you want to see what I'm talking about. You got thousands of dollars in damage from potholes. So if a dog attacks somebody, they're going to run out there and spend all of the money that they have, that they get from their fellow citizens, to have EMS, rescue. But potholes, I guess not so much. And let's not forget also, these dogs jump off of cliffs, go into frozen ponds, and EMS and search and rescue has to come out there and collect these dogs. So that's another way that the government says, hey, we're going to spend your money on dogs, but not on your infrastructure. So we heard that you wanted your potholes fixed. Well, we'll get right on it after we rescue some dogs. 3 years ago, 1 year ago. Got plenty of money and community resources to rescue these dogs. It's the dog owner's fault. Why do we have to pay for these dogs? Why do we have to pay for these dog owners? Especially when infrastructure and safety is compromised. You can't even walk on those streets without worrying about a dog attack, but you're definitely going to dump a bunch of resources into these dogs. While we're at it, let's look around Illinois some more. Let's go over to the Elgin Parks and Recreation website. So do you know that you can get a fancy dog park membership? You just pay a membership fee, and you can bring your special dog to this special safe place. And the only way you can be part of this is if your dog has these tests, that it doesn't have any of these and other things. A negative fecal test. So I'm curious, do the public parks over there in Illinois have a place where little kids can go and play soccer and frisbee and baseball, and no dogs can be around there unless they have a constant test against all this stuff? Or do they just let the dogs poop and pee all over the grass? Well, I think we know the answer to that. So we got all these community resources to create a special elite park for dogs and dog owners. What about the people that are being attacked by dogs? What about them? If you're curious where I'm getting my ideas from, well, I've looked at the Chicago dog problems in the past. This is one of the playlists I created back in February. So they are spending a ton of money on these dog attacks. Lawsuits from dog attacks. A Chicago mom tried to save the daughter from a horrific dog attack. And now I made a new playlist as well for more recent and local dog attacks in Chicago, Illinois, and around Elgin. 3 officers bitten in Chicago. A pair of dogs suspected in a second attack on an Illinois woman. So it's irrefutable that Chicago, Elgin, Illinois government, they're running through tons and tons and tons of resources for these dog attacks. While potholes, don't worry about that. So, is this like a form of communism? Does dog culture incentivize the government to take money away from you for things they shouldn't have to take money away from you? In my opinion, all of these nasty dog attacks, they shouldn't be happening. They should enforce the laws and not allow people to have these dogs. They should enforce the laws when these dog attacks happen so people are not incentivized to keep doing this, so that the money that we pay out for all these dog attacks could be used for something else, aka those bridges, those potholes, maybe some safe spaces for little kids to go where there aren't dogs or piles of feces everywhere, just like we provide for dogs in this little thing that I showed you. See you guys later.